Good morning, my YouTube viewers. In this video, what we're going to be doing is a chi-square test for independence on a practice question. And this practice question is going to be concerning ice cream. So you want to test whether there is an association between gender, male and female, and preferences for a new flavor of ice cream, like and dislike. The observed frequencies are given in a contingency table. Test the independence at a 5% significance level. So we're going to use Python to solve this problem. And in order to use Python, we've got to import 3 libraries to help the program to execute, because the program won't execute without those libraries. So we import NumPy SNP, which is the numeric library. We import SciPy.stats as stats, which is the statistical model of the SciPy library. And the SciPy library is a scientific library. And then we import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, which is the visualization library. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create a contingency table with rows are going to be male and female, and columns are going to be like and dislike. So your contingency table is observed equals NP array 20, 15, that's your first list, and then 10, 25, that's your second list. So the first row is going to be 20 and then 15, I believe, and then the second row is going to be 10 and then 25. And then the columns are going to be like and dislike. So the columns will be, for like it will be 20 and 10, and then for dislike it will be 15 and 25. So we're going to perform a chi-square test for independence to test this. So chi-square statistic, p-value, DOF, that's your degree of freedom, expected equals stats.chi-square underscore contingency brackets observed. So we're going to print the results. We're going to print the chi-square test statistic, p-value, degree of freedom, and expected frequencies. So your chi-square statistic is 4.72. Your p-value is 0.0297. The degree of freedom is 1. And your expected frequencies is 15, 20, 15, 20. Now, the p-value of 0.02 is less than 0.05. So that means the null hypothesis is going to be rejected. There is a significant association between the gender and preferences for the new flavor of ice cream. And this is the chart that has been made on the new flavor of ice cream. So you can see that the men like the new flavor of ice cream so more than the women did, and the women disliked the flavor of ice cream more than the men did. And then so it made a chart. It used Matplotlib to actually make a chart of all this information. And then so you see here the alpha is 0.05. That is your significance level. The p-value is less than the significance level, so the null hypothesis is rejected. There is a significant association between gender and preference for the new flavor of ice cream. Okay, so now what we do is we make a chart. So you plot the observed frequencies. Categories is a list of like and dislike. Male counts is observed 0. Female counts is observed 1. X equals NP dot arrange brackets len categories. And then width equals 0.35. That's the width of the bars. So fig AX equals PLT dot subplots. Fig size bracket 6,4 bar 1 equals AX dot bar brackets X minus width divided by 2, comma, male counts, comma, width, comma, label equals male, color equals blue, bars 2 equals AX dot bar brackets X plus width divided by 2, comma, female counts, comma, width, comma, label equals female, color equals pink. And then we add the labels, title, and legend. So the X label is preference, the Y label is frequency, the title is observed frequencies of ice cream preference by gender. And then we set the X ticks to X. We set the X tick labels to categories, and we get a legend. So we're going to add the values to the top of the bar. So this is just code to add the values to the top of the bars. I'll just leave it here a second. So if you want to look at it, you can. And then we're going to plot the grid, and then we're going to show the graph. So you can see that's the graph where there is a significant difference between the likes and the dislikes of the gender. So that concludes this video. And the next video, we're going to be talking about the ANOVA. That's analysis of variance. So I hope you decide to watch it.